Why, hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and today I'll be doing another auto double reaction. We're going to be checking out the songs Love and Destroy and then follow it up with Accident Coordinator. These songs are going to be featuring Otto as well as, I believe, John Yakitori and M18K. As always, it's just a massively fun time reacting to Otto on this channel, so I hope you guys are as excited as I am to check these out. But before jumping in, let's thank Amy the Basie for making this request. As always, Amy, thank you so much. But now, let's just quickly jump in. Are you hearing these like scratching noises above? It's almost like when you take a guitar pick and you just quickly perpendicularly hit it on top of the strings near your what would you call it? Near your bridge. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the lyrics here. I've been trying to do the lyrics and the melody all at once. She was the hero at first, but now she's become the destroyer, so it's almost like she, in this moment, is acting as a bit of a Trojan horse. But the way I kind of see it, if you're able to love somebody, you're also able to destroy somebody, because to be able to love and share that love like with reciprocity, you also have to have the capability of being able to destroy one another. Not that you should, that's a very different claim, but because you are in your most vulnerable, when you are in true love with one another, you are also in the perfect environment where you know what hurts them the most, let's say, and you can destroy them as well. And it's interesting because those are the lyrics here, how the actual brightness in the melody sits atop of it all. It feels like, oh, this is like a very pretty display, but you know, there is this like looming boogeyman in the background of destruction. I Wow. I like that line here. It's a chain of betrayals. So it's a continual back and forth of we were on the same page at one point, but then the first lie happened and that caused a ripple effect, which induced the second lie, and then back and forth we go, and the house of cards grows and grows and grows. And in a weird way, it almost reminds me of, you know, those like relationship dynamics where people talk about like how attachment styles work and that kind of thing. There's this interesting relationship within the attachment style dynamics that touches on behaviors and triggers, and I'll try to describe it in brief. But if I behave a certain way, that behavior innately, for whatever reason, maybe it's trauma or something, can trigger, you know, emotions in my partner. They may not like my behavior, and then as a result, they do some kind of behavior, and maybe, you know, as a consequence of that behavior, I feel some kind of way, and that triggers my emotions, and then that induces me again to doing the same behavior that started the entire cycle. The easiest example I can use of that is, imagine you're like back and forth in texting, and for whatever reason, Sohum is being a bad texter today. You know, I'm a very busy person, and I just didn't happen to not get around to texting at the right time. My partner seeing that is like, dude, does he not love me anymore? And feels that kind of like that fear of abandonment or like loss. It could be anything really. And then they in turn are like, I'm triggered. I'm not going to reach out either. And then I see them not reaching out as an affront to the relationship as well. Like they don't care about me. And then I won't respond in kind. And then back and forth we go in this endless infinity loop of destruction of relationships. That's what the chain of betrayals sort of looks like. Now, it's different to lie, but it also manifests in lying as well.
の坂に従う見張ってつなぎに乗るさ僕らはだんだん進めない方もう歪んでる物差しで何も分かれずに黙るんだ優しみで闇を打ってもうあのイライラした日常ではためらわない僕は今歩み出す過ちの限りを犯すため毒を打って身も蓋もない愛に忍び寄る嘘をつく君を許してまた脱ぐ正しくいらないよ
Wow. Another switch in her mindset. She doesn't care about being righteous anymore. I don't care about the candid love. This is a great song. Forgot my destiny. Oh. Wow, that is an amazing song. I know I didn't focus much on the music, which I normally do with Otto, but the lyrics were just too good to pass up. I absolutely love the meaning in this one, and that line at the end, she changed her destiny, she changed her fate, and in the end became the destroyer. And I guess one thing that I would caution against, caution against for anybody is not to let momentary emotions and feelings of betrayal really change the course of your future. Now, of course, there are going to be things that come as an offense to you. Let's say your partner did make a massive blunder and mistake. If you never let it go, or you act in kind and kind of continue that chain, even though you may not have started the chain, you're certainly contributing to its continuance. And that is something that people don't often like to discuss, because it's very easy to point the finger at somebody else like, hey, you started it. The problem is you also continued it. And because time goes forward and not backwards, now both of you have done something problematic at a different moment in time. It's logical why the respondent acted the way that they did, but it creates even a bigger mess. And this is why taking quote unquote the high road sometimes, well, I don't even know about sometimes, I'll say most of the time works out in terms of at least mitigating the craziness of that situation. You can at least confine the problem to the specific behavior that was problematic, rather than having it blow out of proportion and be a long chain of events over potentially days, weeks, months, even years. in a lot of egregious cases. Again, it's a lot easier said than done to take quote unquote the higher road, but if that's the kind of life you want to live, one of peace, one of conflict resolution, then if somebody destroys, maybe they're doing so accidentally. Never attribute to malice what you can attribute to ignorance, or if you consider the philosophical term of Hanlon's razor, then attribute it to stupidity. But you don't have to always look for negative intentionality. Usually people are trying to do their best and they make a mistake. Now, if something truly crosses a boundary, then you cut it off, and then you can't tolerate that because it is your life at the end of the day, and you love yourself and know yourself better than anybody else could, and you shouldn't have to acquiesce in that way. But remember, it's a balancing act, and you are also a contributing member of whatever dyadic situation there is. I know I'm yapping on and on, but I love songs that make me think, and I know this is, I believe, a cover that Otto is doing here, but it's the way she sings it, the meaning itself, it is all so pretty and beautiful, and Otto is like the queen of being able to sing very heavy emotional subject matter in beautiful ways, as she did here with Love and Destroy. Let's check out the second song. This one is Accident Coordinator. It's an interesting name. Okay. Oh yeah, these are the vocal chops. I like this a lot. Oh my god, I love the dynamics in this song. We went from this like super jazzy and almost like toffee tone to something more intense, and now we're back down to this really gentle area, which I presume we're only going to stay here for about 15 seconds before we like have takeoff. The little cat growl. There's an arpeggio. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
大人になってしまう時間を止められないって悟っていたんだ
Ending on the major. Wow. You know, I'm thoroughly convinced there is not a single bad Otto song. Show me. I dare you. Show me. It's all tremendous. I mean, what can I say about this one? It's just so melodic, beautiful in every regard. The ability for her to just change her voice at the drop of a hat. It's like I live 10 lifetimes in one just getting to hear 4 minutes of her perform. It almost feels unfair. Well, scratch that. It's not almost. It is unfair to other vocalists out there who spend years trying to perfect one vocal tone, one style, and Otto has achieved mastery in every single one of them instantly. I don't even know. I mean, I do know how it's possible. Sheer talent and hard work, dedication, all that good stuff. It's 5% luck, 20%, all that good stuff. She is the kind of artist that people will remember. Peers now should know her, and she's going to leave a mark. There's no doubt about that. She feels like a just generational talent. I'm really curious if it's even possible. I think she has the ability to craft an entirely new genre, and I wish I had the answer for you as to what that genre would be. It's almost like asking somebody to invent a new color. Like, what color are you going to invent, bro? I'm thinking, but you'll spend forever thinking. It comes to brilliant minds like Otto, and they'll just have the answer, and then once we see it, once we hear it, we'll just be like, duh, that was the genre that she was going to do. Because still, I feel like so much of what she does, because she's taking such a wide array from so many genres, it becomes this massive kaleidoscope of a song, like almost like a Frankenstein-esque song. And I mean Frankenstein in a very good way, rather than like an ugly, deplorable way. She makes these songs so unique already that it just feels like the genre of Otto, but maybe there's a way to like really craft a super fresh sound even past what she's already doing. If there's anybody to do it, I would believe it's Otto, and maybe you guys have some ideas that I'm unaware of, so please let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the songs today, what you think about, Otto, what is that mystery genre that she could potentially be the founder of. I'd be very curious to hear your perspectives. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did and would like to request more Otto, or really any other artist for that matter, I'm totally game. You can hit the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.